Hi everybody, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway and Seed of the Soul Tours. I am answering my second question in my series of why I have chosen Egypt to run tours to. And it also allows people to get to know me a little bit more who aren't aware of me but have seen my work come up. So I am also an author of the Sacred Geometry Healing Card Deck, and I create beautiful lab products, LAB, liquid alchemy in a bottle, which are high vibrational frequencies that you can ingest. And interestingly enough, what I'm going to read from today is actually called The Alchemy of Thoth, Thoth. So the question is, why did I choose Egypt to travel to in the first place? And I can answer that very simply, because I started to channel information that was coming through the frequency of Thoth, Thoth. This started for me back in 2017, and I had not ever experienced anything like this before in terms of the information coming through. I've always channeled my work, but I have not ever put a name to it. Whereas for this really came through very strongly by this name. And you need to understand too that I really didn't know much about or anything about Thoth prior to this stage. Until I started to get more and more information. By 2018, by the 10th of April 2018, the message that I channeled is this. I'm going to read it, or most of it. On the 10th of the 4th, 2018, I wrote, "The awakening has begun. Your intuition has changed. There is a rude awakening. I need to make things hard, otherwise you go along at your own pace. There is work to be done," and boy, is that true for me, really. "The ancient knowings are ready to unveil to you. It is your calling and you must travel. You must travel to see for yourself. You will teach to those who seek you out." These are the words that then really made me open my eyes. I wrote, "I must go to the temple of Osiris in Abydos. This is your awakening of the ancient. Your connection you will get to understand the connection of the pyramids with the Orion's belt, and that also came through because of the work that I was starting to channel the year prior, and there were a lot of questions I started having, and really that stemmed again from something I did called Palawa, which is another modality that I also work with. But then what happened after that was I decided I had no idea about Abydos. I had no idea about the Temple of Osiris, which is the Assyrian. And by around June that year, I had then channeled another template. So my master templates are all part of my card deck. I have created the Seed of the Soul. This is it here. It is not a part of either of my card decks, but I do have a short write-up on this on my website, www.phoenixgateway.com.au. If you go into the blog section, you will find it, and you will find this picture. You're welcome to print it off if you can, and work with it, sleep with it under your pillow. So later, the second half of that year, I traveled to Egypt. And we went to Abydos. We went to the Seti I temple, which is at the front. But the Assyrian, which is the oldest, is out the back. And at that point in time, we were actually allowed to walk down the staircase into that temple. And as I came to that temple, I just cried. I didn't understand it, but it didn't matter, because sometimes it's not about having to understand, because it's already a connection energetically that you feel, that you just know. It's that innate feeling. You just know all about it. and it was powerful. Anyway, we left the temple after that and drove home. And it was a really long drive home, I tell you, and it was even longer because for me, I ended up having this massive, massive purge. And for 24 hours, I just had the runs afterwards. I can't explain specifically what it was. All I know was that being in that energy was what I needed to shift certain aspects of me to allow the next level of understanding and knowledge to be awakened within me. It is the most profound experience when these things happen. And this is why I always say to people that when you receive an inner knowing, this gut feeling that you have to go somewhere, whether it's Egypt, Peru, the UK, it doesn't matter where it is, you need to go. It is an experience that you have to have for yourself to understand why you have this calling and a call to certain places. So, if this interests you, the Seed of Sekhem, I am running the 1st to the 13th of October of this year. I would love to have you. Go to my website, www.phoenixgateway.com.au/Egypt-tour/ for all and any information. You are also welcome to contact me. There is a contact form on my email, on my website, and I will answer any and all questions. Okay, bye for now.